roller coaster. We're going down the hill. Oh, we're live. Okay, hold on. Wait here. Play some music. There. That doesn't sound very loud to you. I don't even know if it sounds loud to them. This is our theme song. Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Great stuff.
Oh, thanks. Usually we have some other music that Greg doesn't like, but I couldn't make it play. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tool Show with Sage and not Greg. So, have you ever watched the Tool Show?
I've never watched it, but I've heard it from
You've
down the
heard
hall.
Yes, that's true. I don't know why that would possibly be, because I'm so subdued and quiet.
This is true. You're like a mouse.
I am a mouse. You hardly even know I'm here.
Don't even know when you're here, Sage.
I know. It is so true. So, so there's many new things happening on the tools. So hold on. First of all, look, I have to show everybody this. So here's the thing. The Tool Show is now strictly 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's it. And I'm going to press the thing. And there it is, the countdown.
The countdown.
The countdown. We have to end in 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's the first thing. Or we blow up. I mean, yeah, I think we will always blow up because I can't imagine this. I mean, it used to be a hour show.
Ah.
And now I'm going to try a half-hour show.
Okay.
Because...
Make it exciting. Leave them wanting more.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
And so, but the thing is, like, so the show used to be on Fridays. It was a Friday show.
Right.
So, but I believe in the summer, Thursdays are like the new Fridays. We should all be taking Fridays off.
Go to the beach.
Yeah, the beach. It's so handy you should mention that because many of our faithful listeners are from California.
Oh.
San Jose. And they're like all about the beach. I don't even know why they even come. But like, I guess it's always beach time in California. So they're like, well, whatever. So at any rate, but here's the thing. Greg and I have been talking about this. We're like, we're going to move it. And then there's a guy in California that helps us promote the show. And I talked with him. And he's like, oh, it's such a big deal to move it. And I'm like, okay, we're moving it. We're moving it to 3:15 on Thursdays. And Greg's like, that's so great. Let's do that. We're going to do it 3. And we're going to take off Fridays. We're going to have a great time Thursday, 3:15. And a half hour ago, I'm like, Greg, you ready for the 3:15 show on Thursday? And he's like, yeah, I got to leave.
So he was here.
I know, he was here. I think literally, I'm like, so like when? He's like, in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's so handy. Because I don't know if you remember or not, but there was a show happening at Thursday, but he's like, yeah, maybe next week. He's like, maybe I can do it. So there you go.
Maybe.
So at any rate, but lucky for me.
So you lost your trusty sidekick.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But you know, that's how he is. I mean, the nice thing about you, however, is you show up on time. You're not complaining about something. You're very happy. We have here the wonderful Tabitha Martin, right? Or is it Martine? Martin.
Yes.
What is the history of Martin? Is it a German name, Martin?
Good question.
Don't even know?
I only got mine a few years ago when I got married.
Oh, you married into the Martins.
I married into the Martins.
Ah, excellent. What were you before a Martin?
I was a Messmore.
A Messmore.
That is German.
Is it?
Yes.
A Messmore. Do you know what that means, Messmore?
No idea. Besides that we make more mess.
I love it. So it was so awesome of you to join us here on the Tool Show because, you know, obviously Greg couldn't do it. Yeah. And so the thing about Tabitha is, so here I have a little
shorter side.
I love it. Well, actually, you are a little bit shorter, but I shrunk down my chair, and now my head is still big. Do I have a big head?
I think it's proportional to the rest of you.
Okay.
You're pretty tall,
okay. So you would say it's not overly large in proportion
to the rest of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Because like I was looking and you were noticing, you're like, your glasses are all wonky. I'm like, that's true, but have you noticed my whole face is wonky? Like my nose is all like, well, I mean, I'm crooked. I am like a Picasso painting, you know, but not really in, you know, a meaningful, great way, just kind of crooked. But at any rate, okay. So you, Tabitha,
Me.
I did a little,
Research.
little research. I mean, not a lot of research, but here I'll show the people. So this is Tabitha's LinkedIn page. There it is, Tabitha Martin, small business marketing consultant, Cleveland/Akron, Ohio area marketing and advertising. So you are the owner, the proud owner of Right to Start Marketing Consulting. Also worked for Wilson Plumbing and Heating.
Yeah.
So what did you go in and you look the type that does the HVAC? Yeah. You're like, we're gonna need a new furnace. I like to carry them on my back.
There are days.
You just drug it down there. You just drug it down there into the basement.
I've been asked because of these small hands.
Yeah. Ooh, handy for
getting
into
small
small places. Nice.
But
very nice.
No, actually, I just do marketing for them.
Oh, really? Oh, do you still market for them?
I do. I do a little here and there.
Nice, nice. Did you work for them like full time, or is it like
part time? It's always been a part time.
Oh, it's part time. So you're still with them.
Yeah.
And you're and now is Right Start Business Consulting? Is that a new thing for you?
Relatively new.
Really?
We're kind of building it from the ground up.
Nice. So you are a budding entrepreneur.
Yes.
Have you always had the entrepreneurial bug?
Probably since I was about 6 or 7.
What?
My
do you
little
mean?
lemonade stand.
You had the
got
lemonade
my picture
stand?
in the paper and everything.
What?
Yeah.
Your lemonade stand made it in the newspaper.
Made it in the newspaper. Of course, I lived in a town with one stoplight.
Oh,
but
is that where you put your lemonade stand?
Yes.
So smart. So many people just put them like right by their house, and so you went out on the corner by the stoplight.
Well, not quite by the stoplight.
But yeah. Did you sell any lemonade?
I must have.
You don't recall?
I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But I must have told at least one to the newspaper guy.
The newspaper guy would have not just gone over there and been like, "Hey, little girl, let me take your picture." And you're like, "Would you like a 10-cent lemonade?" "No, I just want to take your picture and go home. Oh, I have a headache." Yeah. So he probably bought it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so have you always is entrepreneurial thing, is it a new thing for you, or have you always been like on your own, sole proprietor type of person?
Not always on my own. I've done other things, but I have done a few other kind of side businesses.
Really? Like what?
I had a knitting business for a while.
What? You can make money knitting?
You can make
money knitting. What do you mean? What did you do? Knit scarves, knit socks?
Scarves, hats, all kinds of purses, all kinds of stuff.
And you would sell them?
Sell them.
Would you sell them online or to your friends?
Sell
or
them
what?
online
on
to
Etsy?
my friends. No, this was before Etsy. This was pre-Etsy.
What?
Pre-Etsy.
What?
Yes.
Whoa, you were like ahead of the curve.
Yes.
Was that a good business?
It was all right. It was good for what I needed it to be. Because I was a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I was a homeschooling mom at the time.
Oh,
so it was a nice
So you were like something you could
thing.
sit on the couch. You're like, Bobby, go clean your room, and you're or whatever,
right. Right.
And then you would be knitting furiously. Would you
Pretty much.
would you take custom orders, or would you? Is that how it was? You were a custom knitter.
Custom knitter. I did my own stuff too. Did some like craft fairs and stuff.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
And
we lived outside of New York at the time, so
nobody knits
like
over
fashionable,
there. So like, oh my
New
God, you know how
Yorkers.
to knit?
Right.
Oh, so you were doing the fashionable chic knitting.
Yes.
Not some like, let's get Grammy a scarf. You're like, we're gonna make you I don't know what cool New Yorkers knit. What did
Mostly it was scarves and hats.
Scarves and hats.
That's because it's useful.
That's true. It is cold.
It is still cold there.
So, are you from the New York area?
No, I'm from here.
What? And then you went over to New York?
Yes.
What took you to New York?
My ex-husband was from New York.
Oh, right. And then you abandoned him over there and like, I gotta get back to the Midwest.
Should have.
Really? Anyway, well, that's so exciting. That's a whole nother show, I'm sure. But that sounds very interesting. I do want to know more about it. So you did that. So you were always like, I can do my own thing.
Pretty much.
It's interesting because you. All right, is the show already over? I gotta look. Oh, we have 21 minutes. Okay.
All right.
I mean, the hour flew by. I can only imagine how fast a half hour is going to go.
Right.
So let me ask you this. There's a lot of people that watch this show that are budding entrepreneurs thinking about I know. Are you a fan of entrepreneurialness? Do you recommend it?
Love it.
Love it.
I love it.
Why?
Mostly because I'm a control freak And I have a hard time. I have a hard time working for people who aren't as smart as me.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you're just tired of like dumbasses like telling you what to do.
Right.
That drives
and
me insane.
knowing how to do things better, and them going, no, this is just the way we do it.
Oh, you like just want to like just pound your head into a wall
pretty
with
much.
that.
I've probably done that.
I have never like ever thought that I was ever smarter than anybody. I've always went with the mindset that I will just make my own stupid mistakes.
There you go.
I mean, like,
I'm a fan of your own stupid mistakes.
I mean, they're mine. I don't have to sit around and be like, I can't believe he made me. I can't believe he. Blah. So now I can just be like, I need to buy a car with my logo on it, or whatever, and then I can be like, I'm so smart. Oh my God, I'm a marketing genius. I got a magnet. I stuck it on my car. Oh my God, what will I think of next? So
then you have it custom painted.
Oh yeah, that's right, of course, because that's the thing. That's the thing. So would you recommend that if somebody was on the fence of entrepreneurialness, like how would you recommend they get into it? Like just dive in, like just quit your job.
I'm a dive in person, but I don't recommend it to other people.
Why?
I don't.
So you are saying it's okay for you to quit your job and just like, or were you in a situation where there was another person that had another job and blah blah blah? Yeah, so that's handy.
Yeah, that's handy.
So like if you were like a single mom, and you were like, and you had a good job, and you're like, screw this good job, I'm gonna go knit. You wouldn't maybe do that.
I would maybe start building it on the off hours.
On the off hours.
Yeah, get something going. Get a couple customers first.
Okay, so but that seems like that's your general recommendation.
That's a general recommendation.
Is it because you found that you actually have run into problems being a diver-inner?
Yeah,
really?
I have my freak out moments of like, oh my God, how am I gonna pay the rent?
Oh my God, I have 15 kids in private school.
Pretty much.
I don't know how many kids you have in private. How many kids do you have in private school?
Just one in private school.
Okay, good. That's good. Okay, yeah, it's a nightmare. I mean, I see some of these people.
Enough.
Yeah, with like, yeah, right. I'm the same. I'm like, one is plenty. Jesus, I believe that I sent my kid to elementary private school, and so he doesn't, have to go to college.
There you go.
See, I've made on the front end.
There you go.
I mean, there's no need to go to college now.
That's kind of why I homeschooled my first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I kind of put in all the time at the beginning.
Front. Yes.
And now, he goes to college for free. Went to college for free for 2
really?
years. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you would say, even though you are a diver-inner, not to maybe just...
If you have a good job, milk the job at least.
Ride that job until they fire you.
Right.
And then you could go on unemployment.
There you go.
Okay, so would you recommend that?
Yes.
You'd be like,
well,
why will you fill out that work order? No, I'm knitting. You're like, can you knit the work order? No, screw you. And then you're like, and then they're like, Tabitha, we have to fire you. Good. And then you get you get your severance. Just do it that way.
Yeah.
So you would recommend that?
Yes. If I had a good job to not quit.
Yeah.
Then I would have done. That was my problem. I had to jump in because I didn't have a good job to not quit. That was my problem.
No one would hire me.
Same thing. I finished my master's degree last year. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get a real job. I'm gonna be a grown up.
I know. No,
that didn't work so well.
Yeah, I got a degree. I went to college. I got one of those degrees, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go get a job. They're like, hell no, you're not going to get a job. And I'm like, finally, the next thing you know, I'm like at the local bar. I'm like, will you hire me? And they're like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I like to drink. All right, you're in.
There you go.
I mean, it was ridiculous. And so I felt like I had to create my own job.
Exactly. I've done it too many times. That's why I don't have this nice, like, college and then one job and get promoted and that nice little, work up.
Right.
Ladder thing, that didn't happen for me. So
yeah. So like no one.
Now I'm stuck. Like you got to do it the way you got to do it.
Yeah. Are you like? Do you feel like you're almost unhireable? Like, would you be concerned if entrepreneurship ended?
Yes.
You'd be like, oh my God.
That's pretty much how I feel. I feel unhireable.
Unhireable. Yeah, I do too. That's funny. Like, I don't know that I have any other option than to just create my own stupid businesses.
Pretty much.
So, at any rate, you are... Oh, my God. We're halfway through the show. 16 minutes. Okay. You what do you do now in your business here?
What do I do? That's like the $1 million question.
Awesome.
I can figure out how my elevator pitch would be good.
Yeah,
right?
well, so an elevator pitch, like that's like telling somebody what you do, like really quickly.
30-second.
Okay, well, we only have 16 minutes.
Well,
so
I can do it under 16, I think.
Okay, well, let's hear it. So, let's break it down a little. It says here, your business is right with an R-I-T-E.
Yes.
Start business consulting.
Yes.
So, could I assume that you do something with the writing?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
Writing. Yes.
So what kinds of things can you write for people?
Pretty much anything.
But
mostly in the marketing arena. Like I'm a marketing person.
So would you say like somebody is like, Tabitha, we sell 1 billion of these. Would you write up a description for this?
Sure.
Wow. Could you do that literally? Could you write a description for this?
Heck yeah.
You really could.
Yeah.
It's
a little research. Yeah, you know.
What kind of research do you need to do on one of these babies?
I don't know.
Like, see what it would like.
People,
take it home and put it on your potato chip bags. Let's see if it holds down my potato chips. Oh my God, it does. It's a gene. Oh my God, look at it. It sits there. Oh, it defies gravity. It's a miracle. Can it hang upside down? Oh, why, yes it can.
Sure.
Oh my God. Oh, screw you, gravity. So at any rate, so you could write product descriptions.
Yeah. Kind of boring.
Yeah.
But
What do you love writing?
I love writing marketing stuff. I like to do weird kind of.
Give me an example job you've done that you've loved.
What have I done that I loved? The funny thing is, I actually like getting into the meat of almost strategy. Because I like writing, and I'm good at the writing, but I like to figure out why you should write what you want to write.
Okay.
Like, don't just write your marketing blurb or your front page web content about me.
Why? That sounds really brilliant.
Write it about
I mean, doesn't everybody want to just know about me?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Well, maybe you. You're pretty exciting.
I'm so thrilled. No. Yeah. So.
But that's the whole what's in it for me factor. Okay, I'm gonna go to your website. I don't care about you. Yes. I care about what are you gonna do for me.
See, I think actually.
Which to me seems like duh, but most people don't get that.
No. In fact, you could just go to any website on planet Earth, and it will talk all about them.
Just about.
It'll be like, we were founded by a great person in 1993, and he invented the idea of selling these things. And Jesus Christ, it's been blowing up ever since. He's genius. They come in so many colors. They come in green, they come in the red and the purple. Oh, the purple sells crazy to a certain demographic. It's amazing. So everyone's like that.
I would go and say, okay, well, who's got the coolest idea for something weird to do with this? I don't know. They not only hold your potato chips, but this is PG-13, they're great nipple clips or
I can't believe that's where I was going with it too. I'm like, oh my god. So is there a fetish group that loves these? Hell yeah, there is.
Right.
Hell yeah.
And then now you got your niche market.
There you go. I mean, why not? Why not branch out? And I mean, they're not just for chips anymore.
Exactly.
So, and then, okay. So you like to think of the creative angles for for a product.
Right.
Clever. And so you were talking a little bit about strategy. So you kind of said don't just start writing. Just don't be like blah 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 blah. Well, what do you recommend?
Talk to some people, talk to customers, talk to people who are interested in what you have, and
about
find out what do they use it for?
Oh.
What is the thing that I need in a paper, potato chip clip that the potato chip clips I have don't do?
Yes. Why are you being let down by so many potato chip clips?
Right.
And how did our potato chip clip just revolutionize your life?
Exactly.
I mean, are your chips so much more crispy, I ask you?
Or, all of our other nipple clips were just breaking all the time, and these don't break.
That's ridiculous. We go to those parties, and we're like, damn potato chip clip. We need something better. And then we found yours, and every rave never been the same again.
Exactly.
Oh,
you make them glow in the dark now.
Yeah, glow in the dark. Oh, yes.
You can find them when they're all over the floor.
So smart. So smart. Why don't they have these in glow in the dark?
See?
Good idea, Tabitha. So
you're welcome, welcome, potato chip clip maker.
You're just going to give that idea away, just free to any potato chip clip maker that would want them? That is crazy. That is nice.
I'm generous.
Yeah, you are. Okay. So what I think that seems obvious to you is, and not obvious to most businesses, that most businesses really get excited about their product. They're like, you can open it and close it numerous times. We don't know how many, but a lot. Look at it, open and close. How many potato chip bags could you possibly close with this one clip? Nobody gives a crap about your stuff.
Right.
Nobody cares about your stuff. I don't care what you do. The only time they care about what you do is when your thing starts to suck.
Yeah. Right.
Like Windows 8. They're like, oh my God, where is the start button? And then Windows 8.1 came out and was like, here it is. It's still down in the corner, start button.
Right.
You can press it. Please don't hate us.
Literally, there's a computer place down the road that says on their sign, do you want to get rid of Windows 8? Come in. Yes.
See, now that's when people start caring about your product.
Right.
But there's very few products that I'm like, God, I can't get enough of just that product.
Right.
It does something else for you. Right.
Makes you cool.
Yeah, it could make you cool, or it could be a certain kind of food. So with a restaurant, for example, you can say all you want. We have the greatest burrito on planet Earth. In fact, all of the solar system, our burritos kick butt. But people are going to be like, no, that's what you always say. I lost the potato. It didn't even break. Oh, my God. It's still a potato chip clip. Can you believe it? It's amazing. So, I think that is, so you need to, convince people that it's going to enhance their lives.
Right. What's in it for me question?
Yeah.
It's always,
So you don't really want to write about your chip clip. You want to write about your audience.
What are they getting from using your chip clip?
What do they get from this?
They get that I can buy the huge Costco size bag of chips, and they're not going to go stale for a month.
This thing is so strong.
Right. Because if I don't buy it, they're going to be stale in a week, and then I've wasted my Costco money.
Yeah. You know what's strange about this? This is just straight up a chip clip. There's no advertising on it.
That's amazing. Actually.
Nobody usually that's the other thing.
Right.
You could be like, our chip clip is awesome, and you can put your name on it.
Right.
This is some sap here. He's like, my God, my chip clip is so amazing, and I apparently bought it because. Where the hell did this come from? I don't even understand how this got into my life, this chip clip. But and I'm not even.
But see, now if you wanted to go to buy a new one, you would know where to go because you don't even know where you got it. See, they should have some branding on it.
If they're not gonna put somebody else's name on it.
Put your own stinking name on it.
Do you know? I don't know if you know this, Tabitha, but in men's bathrooms, in gas stations and stuff. We have urinals, right?
Right.
You've heard of the urinal.
I've heard of the urinal.
But in the urinal, the potty goes down a drain, but there is a rubber mat.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it is branded.
Really?
It has their name on it.
That is amazing.
And I see it all the time.
It's brilliant, frankly.
Yeah. And you would think, well, why?
You could sell space on that.
Well, that's what I was wondering. But I imagine they were like, well, I don't know how many other people want to advertise on it, which I think they should. Because
in a bar, think about it. In a bar.
I'm just oh my God, I have to pee. Yeah.
Even if you didn't consciously, if it was a great logo. You'd see it somewhere. She'd be like, where did I see that logo?
Yeah. And now, of course, I can't remember the name of the company, but as soon as I go to the next urinal, I guarantee it'll be there. It's always there.
There's probably only one big urinal.
Oh, it's like one person. There's not a single other manufacturer of these little rubber
Talk about
things.
a commodity.
Yeah. And then, do you know Gojo?
Yeah.
So Gojo makes soap. And all over the country I see these.
All over, yeah.
And they brand everything.
They do.
You see Gojo everywhere.
I have a funny story about that.
What?
I have a friend who used to work at Gojo in the marketing department.
Yeah.
And they market research tested the sound and the smell of the soap.
No.
Yes.
The sound of it.
Like when you put your hand under the soap dispenser, it goes shh. Makes a little like
really?
noise. And the smell of the soap, they had to market research test
wow.
those. And she did that, so it was kind of cool.
I wish somebody had market researched the sound of that new air blade thing.
Ones?
Yeah, it's so loud. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the accelerator. Do you know that one? It's so loud.
I hate those. They're so loud. I know.
I wish somebody had tested that.
Yes, because we can't use them when my daughter's around. She's like,
no, they're ridiculous. All right, 5 minutes left.
5 minutes.
I can't believe it. Okay, so there you go. So
fun.
what would you give a recommendation for business owner to for writing? Like can they write their own stuff or?
If you're a decent writer, write your own, but definitely have somebody else read it at the very least because. Yeah. It's hard to catch your own mistakes.
Even a professional writer.
Even a professional. I let somebody else read my stuff
all the time.
Always
let somebody else read it. Yeah.
Because you can't and read things out loud. If you can't have somebody else read it, you have to just get it out. Yeah. Read it out loud.
Yes.
Uses a different part of your brain, and you catch things you wouldn't catch.
Yes. And so, would you say that do you feel that like writing good copy like leads to more sales?
I definitely think so.
You do?
Yeah.
Because why?
Because we're language people no matter what. I mean, even when we're visual people, and I love a good visual website as much as anybody. I'm all about pictures, but if I go to a website and it's all just pictures, there's no copy. Like, tell me something. You're not telling me enough with the pictures.
Yeah. My wife Rocky, she's a writer.
She's a writer.
And I will send stuff to her, and it'll come back, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, I sound smart."
How did you do that?
I'm like, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, and that's amazing.
It's handy to have a writer in your back pocket.
Oh yeah.
At home.
Yeah, and I mean, I was an English major, right? So I can do noun, verb, whatever, adjective every once in a while. Mm-hmm. But it's not the same as giving your writing to a writer,
right?
Because it does make you sound better,
right? And it's easier. I think it's so much easier to edit somebody else's stuff. Yeah. I like sculpting.
Oh, so you like editing
I
stuff.
like editing.
And writing is not terribly expensive, right? I mean, like to edit a page or something, it's not huge cost.
Right, no.
Do you think that most people write their own stuff, or do you think most people get writers?
I think most people probably write their own stuff, and unfortunately sometimes it's obvious.
It's real obvious.
Yeah, and you have to be careful not to be, mean to anybody, but if you're not a native English speaker,
we see it all the time.
You can see it. It's pretty easy to pick out, and sometimes that can work not in your favor.
We have recently reviewed some websites that came from not native English speakers, and it's subtle stuff.
It's very subtle stuff.
But paying you like whatever, $100 to just review your site.
Yeah.
Can make you
just
go from
tweaks are
sounding
make a
like somebody that has been here their entire lives.
Right.
So I mean, I think that writing is one of those things that people don't think about, but
I think you're right.
but it is not expensive and can make a huge difference in how you are presenting yourself to the public.
Right.
Which ultimately makes you sound better, more professional, like you know what you're doing.
Right, exactly.
And the weird thing about it is, like, I am an English major, and but I hate punctuation and spelling and grammar.
Oh, see, I love that stuff.
Do you?
I'm a total grammar geek.
I screw up on it, and like I have like these grammar Are you like a grammar Nazi?
Not a grammar Nazi. Okay. But I am a grammar geek.
Grammar geek, so you're into it.
Yeah, I'm into it, but I'm not gonna walk around like.
Well, I get those people every once in a while in my life. And it drives me insane. But what I feel is I'm like, well, That doesn't have anything to do with what I do as a business owner. But you know what? That doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, people connect those things. They're like, well, if he missed the punctuation or spelling of that word, I'm sure he sucks as a
might
web
not
marketer.
be very detail oriented.
Yeah, right. And so you can't have that bullcrap.
Right.
Like, you gotta like it's one of these things that people are very insistent on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have a minute left. I was hoping to get through a whole bunch of news. Usually we do. What?
News.
Yeah, let's do
Quick.
one. I'm going to do this one. I want to do this one because this is, and then we have a minute and 10 seconds. Oh my God! Okay, here. So check out this story. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Jennifer Hyman, I don't know. Don't discount brand marketing for startups. So this is an interesting thing. I don't think a lot of people talk about branding. For small businesses, but I think you can do it today more than ever because you can brand on Facebook, on Twitter. You can be a leading brand to 100 people.
Yeah.
And you could never do that before.
Right.
And so she's an entrepreneur herself, and she said within seconds of our VC money hitting the bank, we started hearing the same questions: who's going to handle your marketing? And so she had this business, and so they have she had this business, Rent the Runway. Brand marketing is the opposite of dead. It is the strongest channel we have to grow the company. In fact, 2013, over 90% of all our customers came to us via brand marketing, PR, social, word of mouth, advertising, events, and it's even a higher percentage in 2014. Brand marketing tells a story, provides context to your brand, a critical need for an early business, especially one that's encouraging a behavior like renting clothes that women had never done before. And I think that all comes back to writing.
It really does. And that's the big thing right now. We're blowing
over. Ow. Okay, there it is. All right, so
storytelling.
Yes, tell a story. Okay, that's good. All right, everybody. There you go, the first Thursday show with Tabitha Martin. If you need writing help, which I'm sure you do, give Tabitha a call or an email or what. How can they get a hold of you?
Email.
RightStarConsulting.com. RightStarConsulting.com. All right, Tabitha, you are awesome. Thanks for being on our first Thursday show. You are great. And we will see you all later.